asking me to let go. No sudden answer, no bright new sign, just less weight inside me than I carried last time. Some nights heal quietly. They don't break me, they don't save me, they simply let me breathe. Some nights heal quietly and leave me softer than I thought I could be. Old pain still finds me, but it doesn't stay long. It moves through gently and leaves without a song. I don't chase meaning, I don't force the light. I let what feels heavy become less mine tonight. Some nights heal quietly. They don't break me, they don't save me, they simply let me breathe. Some nights heal quietly and leave me softer than I thought I could be. Maybe healing happens when nothing has to change. Maybe I return by not running away. Some nights heal quietly. The hurt still comes, then fades through me, but it doesn't take my name. Some nights heal quietly and without trying. I want tomorrow again. Some nights heal quietly and I remain. I used to reach too fast for anything fading away. Held every changing heart like it begged me to stay. I carried every distance like a wound in my name. Thought love meant running after what wouldn't remain. But I don't chase what leaves, I let it go, I let it breathe. I let my heart stay with me. Not cold, not closed, just softer than before. I don't chase what leaves anymore. feels strange, but I don't follow them down every old way. I stay where I'm steady, I stay where I'm clear. What's meant to stay close doesn't live inside fear. No, I don't chase what leaves, I let it go, I let it breathe. I let my heart stay with me. Not cold, not closed, just softer than before. I don't chase what leaves anymore. I thought holding tighter would keep love near, but love that is real doesn't need my fear. I don't chase what leaves. The hurt still comes, then moves through me, but it doesn't take all of me. Still soft, still whole, still open at the door. I don't chase what leaves anymore. Softly, I let it leave and stayed with me. Used to leave inside before the feeling grew. One unfamiliar ache could pull me out of you. My body knew escape better than it knew rest. Like staying with myself was always too much to ask, but I didn't run this time. I stayed, I breathed, I let it pass through. No breaking, no leaving, no losing my name. I didn't run this time. Old fear still rises when closeness feels real, but it doesn't move me the way it used to feel. I stay through the trembling, I stay through the unknown. What once made me vanish now lets me come home. I didn't run this time. I stayed, I breathed, I let it pass through. No breaking, no leaving, no losing my name. I didn't run this time. I thought leaving early would keep me safe, but love felt warmer didn't run this time. The fear still came, then faded away. But it didn't take my heart. I let life near, I let myself remain. I didn't run this time. I didn't run. I didn't run. I stayed. I used to rush the waiting before life could answer back. My mind filled empty spaces with everything I lacked. I fear the in-between, the pause before I knew, like something beautiful could disappear without a sound. But I don't fear the quiet in between anymore. I let unfinished moments remain unfinished. I let uncertain feelings pass through without chasing them. And little by little, my heart stopped panicking at the unknown. Some nights still stretch longer than I expect them to. Some thoughts still circle softly, looking for something untrue. But I notice my breathing sooner now, before the worry pulls too far. I stay close to the present instead of running ahead in the dark. No, I don't fear the quiet in between anymore. Less restless, less fragile, less afraid of what I cannot name. I stopped treating every pause like the beginning of a loss. And little by little, life became easier to trust. I thought love had to speak loudly to prove it would remain. But steady things move quietly and stay without demanding attention. I don't fear the quiet in between anymore. The hurt still reaches me some evenings, but it no longer changes the color of everything around me. And tonight, for once, I let the unfinished feeling exist beside me. without needing to solve it before morning. Softly, the night kept unfolding. My heart stayed with it. I used to meet the morning already half afraid, like something good beside me could still be taken away. My heart held every worry long after it had passed. I didn't trust the quiet to ever really last, but I might be okay. Not all at once, not every day, but more than yesterday. I let the feeling come, I let the fear grow thin. I might be okay. Some old fears still visit, but they don't stay as long. They move across my body, then leave me where I belong. I come back faster now. I breathe through what remains. What used to pull me under now fades before it stays. I might be okay. Not all at once, not every day, but more than yesterday. I let the feeling come, I let the fear grow thin. I might be okay. I thought being safe would feel like certainty, but hope came softer and sat beside me. I might be okay. The hurt still comes, then fades away, but it doesn't take my name. I let life move, I let my heart begin. I might be okay. I might be okay. More than used to meet the morning already half afraid, like every gentle hour had something sharp to say. My body kept old warnings long after they were gone. I carried yesterday into places it was wrong. Then the world felt softer. I let the day arrive. I let my heart stay near. No guarding every second, no bracing out of fear. The world felt softer, and so did I. Some memories still flicker where my chest grows tight, but they don't own the room the way they did that time. I stay with smaller moments, I stay where I can breathe. What once felt like danger now only passes near. The world felt softer. I let the day arrive. I let my heart stay near. No guarding every second, no bracing out of fear. The world felt softer, and so did I. I thought staying ready would keep me safe, but life came closer when I stopped turning away. The world felt softer. The hurt still came, then moved along, but it didn't take the light. I let life reach me, I let hope survive. The world felt softer, and so did I. The world felt softer, and so did I. I used to fall too far into every wave inside. One small ache could take me where I could not find light. My heart gave every feeling a place too deep to stay. Like sorrow knew my name and called me far away, but it passed through me. It came and moved, it left me standing. I stayed close, I stayed whole, I didn't lose my feel heavy. Some thoughts still pull too wide, but I don't follow every feeling to the edge of my own life. I let my body soften before the fear can grow. I let the hurt keep moving without making it my home. It passed through me. It came and moved, it left me standing. I stayed close, I stayed home, I didn't lose myself. It passed through me. I thought feeling deeply would always take me down, but I can feel it fully and still stay on the ground. It passed through me. The hurt still came, then faded slowly, but it didn't take my soul. I let it rise, I let it go. It passed through me. It passed through me. And I stayed. I used to hear the worry before anything was wrong. Every little feeling stayed with me too long. My heart kept turning circles around what I couldn't see, like calm was something borrowed and never meant for me. But the noise got smaller, it lost its grip, it lost its name. It didn't lead me there. I stayed close, I stayed clear, I didn't disappear. The noise got smaller. Some fears still rise when the day feels thin, but they don't take over the way they did back then. I let my body settle before I believed the fear. What used to pull me under now only passes near. The noise got smaller, it lost its grip, it lost its name. It didn't lead me there. I stayed close, I stayed clear, I didn't disappear. The noise got smaller. I thought calm will come like a sudden light, but it came in pieces over many nights. The noise got smaller, the hurt still came, then moved away. But it didn't take the day. I let life stay, I let fear fade. The noise got smaller, the noise got smaller, and I stayed clear. Some days I wake up lighter before I know the reason. The weight is still somewhere, but it no longer leads me. I move a little easier, I breathe a little deeper, like my heart remembers it was made to keep beating. Some days I feel like myself again. Not brand new, not unchanged, just closer to my skin. I laugh without forcing, rest without shame, and for a little while I feel whole again. Some days still come heavy, some thoughts still pull me down, but I don't leave myself the way I used to now. I let the feeling pass, I let the moment bend, and slowly I return to my own heart again. Some days I feel like myself again. Not perfect, not healed, just softer than I've been. I let the good stay longer, I let the fear grow thin, and for a little while I feel whole again. I thought I had to find the person I was before, but maybe I came back as someone gentler now. Some days I feel like myself again. The hurt still comes, then fades away, but it doesn't take my name. I stay inside my life, I let the light come in. Some days I feel like myself again. Softly I came back to myself again. spent years trying to seem unaffected, laughing things off before they could touch me, swallowing hurt quietly before anyone else could notice it first. Like tenderness was something inconvenient, like feeling deeply made me harder to love. So I learned to soften my reactions before they could take up space around other people. But I don't apologize for feeling things anymore. Not for caring deeply, not for remembering small changes, not for the way certain words stay with me long after they're spoken. And somehow that changed the way I move through the world. Like my heart finally stopped shrinking itself to make other people comfortable. There are still moments I replay conversations too many times, still evenings I grow quiet suddenly after something hurts more than I expected. But I no longer turn against myself for it. I let the feeling exist without shame now. The sadness still reaches me sometimes, but it no longer makes me feel weak for having a heart. No, I don't apologize for feeling things anymore. More honest, less hidden, less exhausted from pretending. Everything rolls off me, and every piece of grief inside me feels quieter when it returns now. Like soft porch lights glowing faintly at the edge of sleeping neighborhoods. I thought healing meant becoming less sensitive, but maybe healing begins here. The moment you stop treating your softness like something that needs to be corrected. I don't apologize for feeling things anymore. The ache still reaches me certain nights, but it no longer fills me with shame for being moved by this life so deeply. And tonight, for once, I let my heart respond exactly as it wants to, without trying to quiet it halfway through. Softly, my heart remained open, even after being hurt. My heart stayed half-packed, even when love felt near. like leaving had a sound only I could hear. I held myself lightly, afraid to settle in. Every gentle feeling felt too soon to trust. Then my heart unpacked, not all at once, not without fear, just enough to stay. I let love breathe, I let it last, I let myself believe. Then my heart unpacked. Some fears still rise when closeness moves slow, but they don't carry me where I used to go. I stay through the tenderness, I stay through the unknown. What wants to stay near doesn't need me to hold. Then my heart unpacked, not all at once, not without fear, just enough to stay. I let love breathe, I let it last, I let myself believe. Then my heart unpacked. I thought leaving first would keep me safe, but love felt warmer when I stopped living halfway. Then my heart unpacked. The hurt still came and faded back, but it didn't take me whole. I let love stay, I let fear pass. Then my heart unpacked. My heart unpacked, and love stayed near. I heard your name last week and didn't look away from it. That surprised me more than I know how to explain. There was a time one small reminder could ruin my whole night. Now it just passes through me like wind through an open screen. I don't carry it the same. The weight rests lower these days. Not gone, not forgotten, just easier for my heart to hold. And all the love I thought would break me feels quieter in my chest now, like a fire left burning low after everyone has gone to sleep. backward into everything I couldn't change. Time did something gentle to me while I wasn't paying attention. The sadness kept its shape, but lost some of its sharp edges. I don't carry it the same. The silence doesn't press so hard now, and every memory that once felt endless feels smaller in the dark. No perfect healing, no clean goodbye, just my heart growing calmer, little by little with the years. Maybe that's what surviving is, not becoming untouched, just becoming softer around the places that hurt. I don't carry it the same, and tonight I finally believe that the pain still lives somewhere inside me, but it no longer speaks for all of me. And for the first time in a long while, I let the quiet stay untouched, without turning every lonely feeling into proof that I was broken. Softly, the weight loosened slowly, and I stayed with myself. For a long time, I thought the feeling would stay forever, like my body had memorized sadness too deeply to let it go. I carried it into everything, even ordinary afternoons felt heavier then, like I was always one thought away from falling back into it. But the feeling finally passed, not suddenly, not all at once, just slowly enough for me to trust it. And one evening I noticed my chest felt lighter, before I even understood why. Like my heart had quietly stopped waiting for something painful to happen. There are still songs I skip sometimes, still certain words that catch inside me, but they no longer pull me backward for hours at a time. I stopped reopening old hurt just to prove it still existed. And somewhere in that surrender, the heaviness began leaving on its own. Yes, the feeling finally passed, the fear stopped living in every silence. Not gone, not erased, just no longer attached to everything. And every piece of grief I carried feels different against against my body now, like taking off something heavy you forgot you'd been wearing for years. I thought healing would feel obvious, but it arrived quietly instead. One day I simply stopped hurting as loudly, and the feeling finally passed. The ache no longer reaches every corner of me. The sadness still returns without warning sometimes, but it no longer changes who I am for the rest of the night. And tonight, for once, I let the memory rise and disappear without following it down. Softly, the feeling moved through me and kept moving. I used to wait for trouble, even on gentle days, like every good thing near me was already slipping away. My heart stayed ready for the hurt to return. I called it protection, but it only made me burn. I stopped waiting for the worst. I let the good stay. I let the day come. I let my heart be still, not careless, not blind, just softer in my mind. I stopped waiting for the worst. Some fears still rise before the truth appears, but I don't build a storm from every passing fear. I stay where life is. I stay where I can breathe. What's gentle can remain without needing me to leave. I stopped waiting for the worst. I let the good stay. I let the day come. I let my heart be still, not careless, not blind, just softer in my mind. I stopped waiting for the worst. I thought being ready would keep me safe, but love feels warmer when I stop bracing. I stopped waiting for the worst. The hurt still comes, then fades away, but it doesn't own the day. I let life move. I let hope return. I stopped waiting for the worst. Softly, I let hope stay this time. I used to leave inside before I ever moved. Half of me stayed guarded, half afraid to lose. Even gentle closeness can make my body still, like staying all the way. That is too much to feel. But the night felt different when I didn't turn away. I let the warmth come closer. I let my heart remain. No rushing for the ending, no stepping out too soon. The night felt different when I stayed inside the room. Old fears still wake sometimes, but they don't lead me now. I feel them pass through slowly without shutting down. I used to rehearse leaving before love had a name. Now I stay long enough to know it doesn't feel the same. The night felt different when I didn't turn away. I let the warmth come closer. I let my heart remain. No rushing for the ending, no stepping out too soon. The night felt different when I stayed inside the room. I thought leaving first would keep me safe from pain, but love felt softer when I finally stayed. The night felt different and turn away. The hurt still comes and fades, but it doesn't make me run. I let the feeling hold me without asking what it means. The night felt different when I stayed inside a dream. The night felt different and I stayed. I used to hold my breath when I could not see far. One small unknown could shake my whole heart. I built the ending before it had begun, carried every maybe like something I should run from. The sky didn't fall. The fear came close, then moved along. I stayed where I was. No breaking, no running, no losing all of me. The sky didn't fall. Some doubts still rise before the truth appears, but they don't take the day the way they did for years. I let time answer in its own small way what I cannot know. Doesn't have to take my peace. The sky didn't fall. The fear came close, then moved along. I stayed where I was. No breaking, no running, no losing all of me. The sky didn't fall. I thought being ready would keep me safe, but peace came nearer when I stopped bracing. The sky didn't fall. The hurt still came, then faded out, but I did not disappear. I let life move, I let hope stay near. The sky didn't fall. The sky didn't fall. And I stayed here. way they used to. Your name still comes, but it moves through. I don't hold my breath when memories rise. They pass more gently through my life. Some things don't hurt the same, not gone, not erased, just softer in their place. I let them come, I let them leave without losing all of me. Some things don't hurt the same anymore. Old words still find me from time to time, but they don't stay sharp inside my mind. I used to follow pain wherever it led. Now I stay close to myself instead. Some things don't hurt the same, not gone, not erased, just softer in their place. I let them come, I let them leave without losing all of me. Some things don't hurt the same anymore. I thought peace would be a brand new start, but it was only this, a lighter heart. Some things don't hurt the same. The feeling comes then fades away. It doesn't own the day. I'm still tender, still awake, but easier to save. Some things don't hurt the same anymore. Softly they pass through, and I remain. I didn't realize how tense I'd become until one afternoon. My shoulders loosened suddenly without me asking them to. Like my body had been carrying something long after it ended, holding every hard season deep beneath the surface of my skin. That was when my body finally exhaled, not dramatically, not all at once, just one breath softer feeling so sharp around me, like stepping outside barefoot after years of walking carefully. There are still days my heartbeat rushes ahead of my thoughts, still moments I tighten my jaw before I notice I'm afraid again. But I soften faster now, I return to myself sooner. The fear still visits sometimes, but it no longer settles into my muscles. Yes, that was when my body finally exhaled. The heaviness loosened quietly, not gone, not erased, just no longer stitched into every movement. And every piece of grief inside me feels lighter beneath my skin now, like dust floating slowly through sunlight after the room finally grows still. I thought healing would happen in my thoughts first, but it began somewhere deeper. The moment my body realized it didn't need to stay braced anymore. That was when my body finally exhaled. The ache still reaches me certain nights, but it no longer curls tightly inside my chest the way it once did. And tonight, for once, I let my whole body rest naturally, without waiting for the next hurt to arrive. Softly, my breathing slowed, and my hands stayed open. I used to keep the television on just to avoid hearing my own thoughts. Anything felt easier than sitting still with whatever lived inside my chest. Some nights I drove for no real reason, just to make the hours move faster. But loneliness always rode beside me, quiet as breathing. Then I let the night pass through me without trying to outrun it. And for the first time in so long, my heart loosened a little in the dark. No answers, no sudden change, just the feeling of finally getting tired of carrying every sadness alone. There are still evenings where missing you arrives unexpectedly, like hearing a song too softly to turn away from completely. But it doesn't undo me now the way it once could. The pain moves slower these days, more like weather than So I let the night pass through me like cold air through open windows, not resisting, not collapsing, just letting myself feel what was there. And somewhere inside all that stillness, the heaviness began loosening quietly, like my soul finally understood it didn't have to survive everything at once. Maybe peace begins this way. The moment you stop asking your heart to heal faster than it can. Now I let the night pass through me, and it no longer empties me completely. The sadness still visits sometimes, but it sits beside me more gently now. And for the first time in years, I don't need to force myself to feel okay, to believe I'll make it through another night. Softly, the night moved through me, and I stayed open. For a while, I stopped feeling like myself. Not suddenly, just through small unnoticed changes. I stopped replying right away. I stopped humming to the radio. I moved through ordinary afternoons like someone carrying invisible bruises. But somewhere I started coming back to myself in small forgotten moments I almost missed completely, like laughing before thinking, or sleeping without waking up heavy, or realizing the sadness had gone quiet for whole pieces of the day. There are still mornings where loneliness reaches me first, but it no longer follows me everywhere like it once did. I stopped trying to return to the person I was before everything hurt. And somewhere in that letting go, something softer returned to me. Yes, somewhere I started coming back to myself. Now healed, not finished, just easier to recognize again. And every piece of grief inside me feels lighter against my body now, like old winter clothes hanging untouched long after the cold has passed. I thought healing would feel dramatic, but it felt more like this, looking at my own reflection one morning and no longer feeling far away from it. Somewhere I started coming back to myself. The ache still reaches me certain evenings, but but it no longer takes my whole sense of self with it. And tonight, for once, I let myself remain unfinished without mistaking that feeling for failure. Softly, I found pieces of myself again. Waiting where I left them. I used to need an answer before the day could end. One little unknown could pull me out of myself. My heart ran too far past what I could see, turning every maybe into something haunting me. But I don't need to know yet. I let it breathe, I let it rest. I let my heart come back, not certain, not lost, just softer with the dark. I don't need to know yet. Some questions still rise before I feel ready, but I don't chase them down the way I did back then. I stay with what is here, I stay where I can feel what isn't clear tonight can still be real. No, I don't need to know yet. I let it breathe, I let it rest. I let my heart come back, not certain, not lost, just softer with the dark. I don't need to know yet. I thought peace would come when everything made sense, but peace came closer when I stopped forcing it. I don't need to know yet. The ache still comes, then fades again, but it doesn't own the end. I let life move, I let time bend. I don't need to know yet. Softly, I let it rest. I don't need to know yet. I used to fill every empty moment before my thoughts could catch up to me. Keeping busy felt safer than sitting still with my own heart. But exhaustion changes something in you. It makes pretending harder to maintain. And somewhere in all that tiredness, I stopped running every time sadness appeared. Now I no longer argue with the feeling. I let it arrive, I let it fade, without turning it into catastrophe. And all the hurt I carry quietly feels different beneath my skin these days, like a door left slightly open instead of always shutting hard against the world. Some nights still feel heavier than others. I still reach for distraction sometimes, but I notice the feeling sooner now, before it swallows the whole evening. I stop demanding peace from myself. The second pain returned, and somehow that changed me more than all the years I spent resisting what I felt. Now I no longer argue with the feeling. The heaviness doesn't frighten me the same way. Not healed, not fearless, just less at war with my own mind. And every piece of grief inside me feels quieter when it returns, like distant lights dimming slowly at the edge of a long drive home. Strength meant never falling apart. Now I think strength is softer than that. Maybe strength is this, staying open even after being hurt deeply. I no longer argue with the feeling. The ache still rises unexpectedly sometimes, but it no longer convinces me that everything inside me is collapsing again. And tonight, for once, I let the feeling move all the way through me, without trying to stop it halfway. Softly, the heaviness passed through, and I remained. I used to tuck my softness away before anyone came too close. Held my deeper feelings quietly, like they were safer unseen. My heart stayed half protected, even inside gentle moments, like being fully known could still end in losing everything. But I don't hide the tender parts of me anymore. I let my feelings remain visible. I let warmth stay near. I let my heart move honestly, without folding back into itself. And little by little, being seen stopped feeling dangerous. Some fears still rise unexpectedly. Some old instincts still whisper, telling me to disappear a little before I become too much to hold. But I notice the shrinking sooner now. Before I fade out of my own presence, I stay connected to myself longer, even when closeness feels unfamiliar. No, I don't hide the tender parts of me anymore. Less concealed, less watchful, less afraid of being deeply understood. I stopped treating sensitivity like something temporary inside me, and little by little, my heart learned softness could remain. I thought love would feel safer if I revealed myself carefully, but real closeness arrived differently, gentle enough to meet me fully, without asking me to disappear inside it. I don't hide the tender parts of me anymore. The hurt still reaches me some nights, but it no longer convinces me to leave myself before love has a chance to stay. And tonight, for once, I let myself remain completely present inside the closeness, without quietly pulling pieces of myself away first. The feelings stayed near, and my heart did too. I used to wake up heavy before the day had called, like every new beginning would ask too much at once. My body met the morning, already holding strain, like rest was something fragile I had to earn again. But the morning didn't ask, it only came, it only stayed. It didn't need me strong. I breathed in, I breathed out, nothing came undone. The morning didn't ask. Some fears still follow, where my chest feels thin, but they don't take my breathing the way they did back then. I stay with smaller moments. I stay where I can feel what once felt overwhelming now passes through me still. The morning didn't ask. It only came, it only stayed. It didn't need me strong. I breathed in, I breathed out, and nothing came undone. The morning didn't ask. I thought rest would weaken me, but my heart grew steady when I stopped bracing first. The morning didn't ask. The hurt still came then faded back, but it didn't take the day. I let life reach me before fear found its way. The morning didn't ask. The morning came, and I stayed. I used to hide my longing before it had a name, made my heart look smaller so no one felt the weight. I acted like I needed less than I really did, like wanting to be held was something to forgive. Don't apologize for needing love. I let my heart reach out. I let it ask enough. Not weak, not too much, just human after all. I don't apologize for needing love. Some fears still tell me to ask for almost nothing, but I don't disappear now just to seem easy to love. I stay with what I'm feeling. I let the truth come through. A heart that needs connection is not a heart to lose. No, I don't apologize for needing love. I real love came closer when I stopped hiding away. I don't apologize for needing love. The hurt still comes, then fades again, but it doesn't make me small. I let love meet me. I let my heart be known. I don't apologize for needing love. Softly, I needed love, and I was still enough. I used to pull away early before anything could shift. My heart slipped out on moments before they had time to live. I feared getting too close to anything soft enough to lose, like joy would disappear faster if I let myself believe in it. But I don't leave the moment before it happens anymore. I stay when life feels open. I stay when warmth moves near. I let my heart arrive fully instead of hovering at the edge. And little by little, living stopped feeling so temporary. Some fears still wake suddenly, some thoughts still move too far ahead. But I notice the tightening sooner now, before it carries me away from myself. I stay with what is here long enough to actually feel it. The feeling still moves through me, but it no longer steals the whole evening. No, I don't leave the moment before it happens anymore. Less distant, less restless, less afraid of beautiful things staying. I stopped imagining endings in the center of good days, and little by little, my heart learned how to remain. I thought protecting myself meant never fully arriving, but love feels different now, like something I can stand inside without preparing to lose it. I don't leave the moment before it happens anymore. The hurt still reaches me some nights, but it no longer pulls me out of everything beautiful beside it. without stepping emotionally backward first. Softly, the moment kept unfolding, and my heart stayed inside it. Your name crossed my mind today, and nothing inside me collapsed. I just stood there for a second, letting the feeling pass. It would have scared me once, how calm the memory felt. But maybe peace arrives like this, without announcing itself. And the things that no longer hurt still stay with me sometimes. They just settle more softly now in quieter corners of my life. No anger, no reaching back, just love losing some of its weight without losing all of its meaning. Used to replay old conversations like they could change if I listened enough. Now they drift through me differently, like smoke thinning into the air. There are evenings I still miss you, but not in the unbearable way. More like hearing distant music from another part of myself. And the things that no longer hurt still return when the world gets quiet, but they no longer pull me under the way they once could. No dramatic healing, no perfect closure, just time moving carefully through me until my heart softened around the edges. Maybe surviving changes you gently. Maybe that's why I feel lighter now. And the things that no longer hurt no longer ask me to disappear inside them. The sadness still visits now and then, but it sits beside me more peacefully. And tonight I let the memories come and leave without turning every feeling into another kind of grief. Softly, the ache lost its voice, and I stayed. I don't hide my sadness the way I once did. I let it move through the room now without apologizing for it. Some mornings still feel heavy before anything even happens, like my body wakes up remembering what my mind already laid down. Some parts of me are still healing, still tender when the world gets too close, still startled by certain feelings I thought I had already outgrown. But I've become kinder to myself lately, in small invisible ways, and maybe that's why breathing feels easier than it used to. There are evenings I still go quiet for reasons I can't fully explain, but I no longer panic when old hurt brushes against me. I stop forcing every feeling to become something meaningful, and somewhere inside that surrender, the heaviness began thinning out. Some parts of me are still healing, still learning how to trust calm moments, still carrying old sorrow carefully without letting it take over everything. And every piece of grief inside me feels softer against my skin now, like faraway thunder fading slowly beyond the edge of the hills. I used to think healing meant never hurting again. Now I think it means this: the pain arrives sometimes, and I don't abandon myself because of it. Some parts of me are still healing, the ache still reaches me certain nights, but it no longer changes the shape of who I am. By the time morning comes, and tonight, for once, I let myself remain unfinished, without mistaking that for brokenness. Softly, the feeling passed through me, and I stayed open. I used to wake up guarded before the day could begin, like my body knew fear before my heart let it in. Even gentle mornings felt hard to believe. I kept myself hidden from what had not yet been. But I don't wake up bracing, I let the day come in, all at once, not free from old pain, just softer in the morning than I used to be. Some mornings still find me with tension in my chest, but I don't call it danger the way I did back then. I stay where I can breathe, I stay where I can feel what rises inside me. Doesn't have to lead. No, I don't wake up racing. I let the day come in, I let my breath settle before the worry begins. Not safe all at once, not free from old pain, softer in the morning than I used to be. I thought being ready would keep me from hurt, but peace came closer when I stopped waking first. I don't wake up racing, the hurt still comes, then fades again, but it doesn't own the day. I let morning find me without turning away. I don't wake up racing, softly when morning came, and I stayed open. I woke up holding tension before the morning spoke, like every quiet hour had something more to owe. My body stayed resistant to anything that slowed. I kept fighting feelings that only wanted room, and the day felt lighter. I let it come, I let it move, I didn't push away. No forcing, no bracing, no fear leading first. The day felt lighter. Some worries still arrive before I know their name, but they don't rule my body the way they did those days. I stay with what is simple, I stay where I can breathe. What used to feel too heavy now passes over me. The day felt lighter. I let it come, I let it move, I didn't push away. No forcing, no bracing, no fear leading first. day felt lighter. The hurt still came, then moved along, but it didn't take the light. I let life reach me, I let my heart remain. The day felt lighter. The day felt lighter, and I stayed. For a long time, I confused numbness with peace, because emptiness felt easier than carrying every feeling fully. I sat through whole conversations without really being inside them, like my heart had gone somewhere far away and forgotten the road back. Then came the first night. I didn't feel numb anymore, not healed, not happy, just suddenly able to feel life touching me again. And strangely, that hurt less than the emptiness had. Like my heart finally waking up after sleeping too long beneath the weight of everything. I started noticing little things again, the warmth hidden in familiar voices, the way music lingered afterward instead of passing straight through me. There were still evenings that felt heavy, still moments I folded inward, but the feeling moved differently now, less like drowning, more like rain passing through. Yes, the first night I didn't feel numb anymore. The sadness still reached me, but it no longer arrived alone. There was something soft around it now, something my body no longer feared completely, like I had finally stopped expecting every feeling to ruin me. I thought healing meant becoming lighter, but maybe healing begins here, the moment your heart starts answering the world again. That was the first night I didn't feel numb anymore. The ache still lives quietly somewhere inside me, but it no longer disconnects me from myself. Without trying to shut it back down, softly my heart stayed awake, even after the feeling passed. Mm-hmm.